Hey guys, what is going on? It is me, Mark from Mark's Tech, and today I want to go over what's on my Galaxy. Ever since I started doing Galaxy videos, people have been asking me which icon pack I use, which background I use, which icon sizes I use, which launcher I use. There's how do I get my lock screen to not show a clock, or how do I get my lock screen to show the quick easy toggles to get to your favorite apps. How do I do all that? And instead of me answering you guys one by one via text, I thought I would make a video to make everyone's life simple. That way, if someone asks me in the future, I can just refer them to this video and they will have their answer. So let's begin. So I guess we can just get started from the lock screen. As you guys can see, I have no clock on here. I don't need a clock on here because if I tap once, I get my always on display clock right there. So it seems kind of redundant to have another clock right here taking up space. There's also no status bar, there's nothing. I don't have my internet connection, my Wi-Fi, nothing is there. Just a background, apps, and that's it. So speaking of apps, these are my kind of go-to apps that I use on a regular basis. Now how I get to them is I have to click and pretty much click on them and swipe up. Then I just show my face and then opens up straight away. So let's see that again. Let me go to YouTube. Oh, I guess I didn't hit it. Let's try it again. Boom. So yeah, you just have to hit it, swipe up, and then it'll open up whatever app that you have assigned to there. Now this app is pretty much called Goodlock. So if you go and find it, let me see. This is pretty much what Goodlock looks like. You got your lock star, your quick star, your task manager, clock face, multi-star, nav star, and nice shot. Now lock star is what I use for the lock screen. So if I click on it, you can see that's my lock screen right there. I can click and hold, and I can click on edit. Here I can pretty much do whatever I want. So for example, if I want my clock visible right there, I just leave this like that. If I don't want it visible, I click on it and then my clock goes away. Same thing with the status bar. As you guys can see, that's the status bar right there. You can even move it. You can move the clock wherever you want. You can move the status bar wherever you want. You can do whatever you want to make your lock screen the way you like it. Now, I don't really care for, oh yeah, and you can also change the way the clock looks like and the color of the clock. So how cool is that? But I don't need the clock. I don't need my status bar. My music controller, yeah, that's pretty helpful. Let me put that into the middle right there. Let's see, my notifications, yep, that's pretty much the way I like it. Let me move that actually right about there. And then we just save it. Once you save it, boom, you got your lock screen right here. Now this looks no different because I didn't put anything on it, but let's go ahead and actually put the clock on there just so I can show you guys what that looks like. So I can put the clock right here, click save, applying the style, and then there you go. And then to turn it off, you just click on item visibility, click off on the clock, and that's it. You could also change your unlock type. So I have mine set to swipe, so I can swipe anywhere I want to unlock my phone, or you can have a swipe right, swipe left, swipe down, swipe up, and then just regular swipe. The next thing I want to show you guys is Task Changer. So Task Changer is pretty much the way your recently used apps pop up. Now for me, mine opens up like this. So that's how mine opens up. So I can have it set to stack. I can do the list that I did, the grid, carousel, and slim list. So let's try carousel. And that's the way it's gonna look like. So there's just so much customizations, like it's not even funny. You can have the rotation going upward, you can have rotation down, you can have scale, you can have linear, cube in, or cube out, cube in. So if I do cube in, that's the way it's gonna look. So if I do cube out, that's the way it's gonna look. I mean, it's too much stuff to say in one video. So I'm just gonna keep on going because this will take me like a few hours to fully go through all of this. But you can also have the blur background effect. but I like to keep that off because blurring background is putting stress on the CPU, and that in turn is going to ruin your battery life. But obviously it does look pretty sick with that blurry background. But I just like to keep it off. It still looks pretty good. So yep, that's task changer. Now the next one people always ask me about is how do I get extra buttons on the nav bar? Easy. You got to go to nav star. Now before I even go into this, let me show you guys exactly what I have. So as you can see, my back button looks different than the normal S10 back button. This is my keyboard down button. That's my home button obviously, which still looks different. That's my recents, and that's my camera. So if I click this, it automatically goes to camera no matter where I am. I can be in any app, it'll automatically go to camera. Now this right here also acts to bring down your notification panel. So if you're holding the phone in one hand, you want to bring down the notification panel, what do you got to do? You got to stretch all the way up here and bring it down, right? Well, if you click this button, it just brings it down no matter where you are. So this is perfect for one-handed use. And then you just swipe down further from the middle and you get to all your quick settings over here. So again, that's going to be under nav star. So as you guys can see, you can have a piece of cheese, a smiley face, you can have a bunch, but that's the one I have right now. So I can change the background of the nav bar, I can change the button layout, so I can pretty much edit that. So as you guys can see, I added 2 extra buttons. I added the camera and the open notification panel, but I can pretty much do whatever I want. I can do a screenshot kind of quick command, I can do a screen off, go to the internet, page down, page up, media. There's tons and tons and tons of stuff you can do on here. You can even change the icons. So if you don't like the Samsung icons, you can have LG icons, you can have Pixel icons. It's just never ending. You honestly, it's just insane. I like the way it is, so I'm just gonna keep it where it's at. But yeah guys, that's just a quick look at Goodlock. So the next thing I want to talk about guys is Novalauncher. So to activate Novalauncher, you just swipe up with 2 fingers. And here you have probably the world's best settings for a phone. So let's start, again, I'm not gonna go through all of this, I'm just gonna go through some of the things that I like. So the home screen, I can do the grid layout. So right now I'm at a 5x7, so 7 apps going up and 7 columns of apps, or I'm sorry, 5 columns of apps and 7 rows of apps. But you can do however many apps you like. So if you want 3, you can have 3, but I like to keep it on 5. You can do the subgrid positioning, so it actually locks into place wherever you put it, kind of, exact opposite of iOS. But you can have the icon labels. So right now I can have the icon size at 85%, or if I find that to be small, I can increase the icon size right there. Same thing with the text. I can make the text bigger or smaller, however I like. I can also change the text color. So right now my text color is blue, or kind of like, I guess, teal, cyan, whatever that is. Guys, let me know in the comment section below. To kind of match the background of that skull. But you can change this background to be whatever you like, and then the names of the apps will correspond to this this color right here. So more you know. So going further down, you can have the search bar style. I have my search bar kind of at pink, again, to match the background, but you can have it like this, you can have it like that. I like to keep it like this, it's nice and simplistic. You can even have it like this, which is pretty much not even, noticeable, or like this. That's actually a pretty nice one right there. But I like to keep it at this. And then the color of it, again, you can change it right here. You can also do the wallpaper scrolling here. So if I go to on and I go home, as you guys can see, my wallpaper will scroll as I scroll. And to turn it off, you just go back and click on off, and then your skull will remain the same. So if you go to look and feel, you can have the icon style right here. You can change it to what you like. So I can have it kind of looking kind of squircle, round. I can do the follow system, rounded, but I like to kind of keep it on squircle. Here's where you can select your icon pack. Again, you can do marshmallow, you can do line bit, or you can do the system, which is whatever comes with the phone. Again, I like to keep mine on line bit because I like that neon look. You can change your animation speed here, the scroll speed. By the way, guys, if you like iOS scroll speeds, you can do it by clicking on relaxed. When you click on relaxed, your scroll speeds, like for example on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook, it'll be literally 100% like an iPhone, which I kind of like, so I like to keep it on relaxed. But if you want to be stupid quick about it, you can actually go to faster than light, so it'll be, you know, faster than light. So scrolling down a little bit, here is where you have your notification bar. As you guys can see, my notification bar is right there. Let's say I don't want it to be there. I can just click on or click off show notification bar. And now my notification bar is gone. I like to keep it on just so I can keep an eye out on the time, you know, system wide, or the battery, my service. I like to keep it on, but if you guys don't like that, you can definitely turn that off here. So I guess let's just go through the apps that I use the most and kind of how I have it set up. So pretty much on this row right here, I have my most used apps, the ones I use on a daily basis. I got my YouTube, my YouTube Studio, my YouTube Music, Instagram, and Facebook. Now, what you guys don't see is something pretty cool. Check this out. Whenever you look at photography, what are you guys seeing right now? You guys are seeing just, you know, a camera. But, and you're kind of correct, if I click on it, it'll go to the camera. But what many people don't know is if you click and scroll up, it's actually a folder. So I got my camera, my gallery, and Photoshop. Same thing with YouTube Music. If I open it, I got my YouTube Music, right? But if I click and go up, it's actually a folder. So I got my YouTube Music, my SoundCloud, my Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Same thing can be applied to gaming, but gaming is actually is an actual folder, but you guys don't see it because there's no, you know, folder kind of looking icon. It's just one simple icon, but it's actually a folder. Same thing with movies, it's an actual folder. Now let's say if I want to use movies, but I wanted to open up HBO Now every single time instead of clicking it and then clicking on HBO. So to do that, you click and hold on the app, you go to edit, and then I have to do swipe to open folder, and then to tap it, it'll be the first item in the folder, you click on done. Now whenever I click on it, it'll go straight to HBO. This only works is if your app is the app that's first in the folder. So let's say if I put Netflix first in the list, right? Netflix is first. Now if I click on it, it'll go open up Netflix. So that little swipe feature works to whatever apps is actually first in the folder. So as you guys can see, that's how folders would normally look like. You just have a bunch of kind of apps, and then you do that. So to get rid of that, you just simply click and hold, go to edit. See, that's the folder. That looks super ugly. So I'm just gonna click on this, go to line bit, and I'm just gonna find the camera. So as you guys can see, that's the camera right there. I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna do swipe to open folder for our tap action, first item in folder, boom. Now it looks much cleaner, and when I click on it, it goes into camera, but if I click and swipe up, it goes into the folder. Again, super genius, super convenient. Now the next page is my Google Home accessories. I got my iFunny, my Verizon, my games that I play right there if you guys want to pause the video and check it out. I got my movies, my Netflix, my HBO Now, my Prime Video, my system video, calendar, Amazon, banking, maps, Anchor podcast, pretty cool app. And then I got my Gmail right about here. Now this right here is actually a pretty cool thing. If there's music playing in the background and you want to actually kind of listen in on it, you tap it and then it'll tell you what music is playing. So it's like a little hot word or a hotkey for music. Now right here, guys, is my kind of calendar. As you guys can see, those are the videos that I have planned and the videos that I have done. As you can see, today's the 24th and the 25th is what's on my Galaxy. So this video is going to be releasing, well, for you guys today, but for me tomorrow. And then I got my affiliates panel and my bit.ly kind of link tracker. So guys, that's pretty much it. That is exactly what's on my Galaxy. If I missed anything, you know, I'm sorry about that. It's just so complex to go over every little single thing, because if I do that, this video is going to be well over 45 minutes long, no doubt. But if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I will answer them in the comment section below. This is Mark from Mark's Tech, and I hope you guys have an excellent day.